But we have taken Kevin Durant for granted. Yeah, I said it. Yes, BSOLZ says that we have taken Kevin Durant for granted. The reason I say this is, honestly, it stems off another take that I have, that LeBron has spoiled us to a fault with his greatness. Alright? For the last 5 or so years, LeBron has been the epitome of longevity in the NBA. Alright? He has been the new gold standard for the NBA. Every time we look at LeBron, it's, yo, that motherfucker is going crazy for a dude who's in year X at age X since like 2015. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, it was 2015 when we were talking about, yo, LeBron is going crazy in year 14 at age 34, 35. And the fact that he is still going strong going into fucking, I don't know, year 20 at age 39, it has definitely spoiled us in terms of longevity and in terms of the longevity of other players and taking their longevity for granted. Because all we talk about in the longevity conversation is LeBron. And the reason why I bring up Kevin Durant is because Kevin Durant is the last of a dying breed. Kevin Durant was drafted in 2007. I think I saw recently that from the 2010 NBA draft, there's only 2 players left. I think it's like maybe 2009. I think it's like DeMar DeRozan and James Harden or some shit like that. KD was drafted 4 years before that draft class. And he is still going fucking strong. You know what I'm saying? He is gonna be 35 in like 2 weeks. Has gone through a crazy Achilles injury in 2020. I know he had a crazy injury too in 2015, so it's not like he hasn't gone through injuries in his own right. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at his career right now. He is going into year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 he didn't play, but that's still a year. 14, 15, 16. Kevin Durant is going into year 17. And whether you think he deserves to be in these talks or not, he is still in talks for being a top 5 player in the fucking league. Is averaging 29, 7, and 5 on 56, 40, 92 splits. I understand sample size is there, but even if we look at a larger sample size, long story short, going into year 17 as a 35, gonna end it as a damn near 36-year-old, Kevin Durant is still a 27, 30 point per game scorer on insane efficiency, is still a decent rebounder, and if anything, his playmaking is actually, I don't know about playmaking, but his passing abilities have, you know what I'm saying, taken a leap over these last couple of years. So that's why I say, yeah, man, we've taken Kevin Durant for granted. I think we've also taken, which is, I don't know about taking for granted, because Steph Curry has gotten a lot of hype, but Stephen Curry's longevity has been taken for granted. Chris Paul's longevity, in my opinion, has been taken for granted. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul is the only player left from his draft class. Chris Paul was drafted in 05, bro. Drafted in 05. And the fact that, again, I understand the context and how good he actually was last year, but the fact that a 37-year-old Chris Paul was still averaging 14 and 9 is crazy. The fact that the year before, as a 36-year-old, he was an all-star, was putting up 15, led the league in assists at 11 on 49, 32, 84 splits is insane, in my opinion. I think another player as well that fits in this category is James Harden. James Harden, drafted in 2009. He's going into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. James Harden is going into year 15. Just came off a season where he led the league in assists. Averaged 21 and 11. Was snubbed from the All-Star team, in my opinion. Like, this is a insanely good player going into year 15. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I just want to show love to these aging stars that have been a part of our generation over these last decades that only got a couple years left. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they are playing this great at this stage in his career, we just can't take it for granted. Just can't take it for granted. So shout out to these players. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to these players for still killing it. You know, we criticize these players a lot. I criticize these players a lot, but at the same time, bro, like, you know, can't take it for granted. Cannot fucking take them for granted. So shout out to these players. Shout out to these players.